The Mitch Marner saga has come to an end. Marner and the Maple Leafs have agreed on a new contract. We'll get into all the details and discuss what our thoughts are coming up next. So welcome back to Top Shelf Hockey. We have some breaking news from the NHL. The Toronto Maple Leafs saga with Mitch Marner is finally over. They've come to terms on a new contract, which is a 6-year deal valued at $10.893 million per season. So as we know, we've heard all the rumors and talk and speculation for the last number of weeks and months here that he basically wanted a very similar contract to Austin Matthews. He wasn't happy with the fact he didn't get a lot of the rookie bonuses on his previous contract. Obviously this is pretty close. Many people thought that he didn't quite deserve the same contract as Matthews. Should be a little bit less. So obviously that kind of falls in line with, I think, what will be the popular opinion. But of course, I always want to know what you think of this new deal between Marner and the Maple Leafs. I mean, this is a lot of money, but obviously it's a longer-term contract, which is good for Toronto. It gives him a different expiration date than Nylander and Matthews, so they don't have all three coming up at the same time. Of course, Marner will become an unrestricted free agent after that 6-year period. The 6 years there, combined with his entry-level contract, will give him 9 years of service at that point, and so he'll have the right to become a UFA if he's not previously extended by the Maple Leafs. But as many of us thought, it only makes sense for Marner to sign in Toronto and come to terms and get this over with so he doesn't miss any more training camp. He saw what happened to his teammate Nylander last year. Missing camp, didn't have a good season, so obviously wanted to avoid that for starters. The Leafs really couldn't afford to have him sign after the season started because the AAV for the year one would go too high and make their cap situation pretty much unattainable here. So this kind of works well for both sides. It does make him one of the higher paid players in the NHL. For a playmaking winger, this certainly is a lot of money, but he's proven to be very, very valuable to the Leafs the last couple of years, being their leading scorer. He doesn't miss time, so he does have that over Matthews. He's been able to remain healthy and very productive, very consistent. Last year he started playing more a little bit better defensively, more in the penalty kill. So really overall, Marner is a very, very important piece to the Maple Leafs. But of course, this does make their top end of their salary cap and their highest paid players very forward heavy. But as we kind of knew that was the direction that this team was heading in. So it'll be interesting to see how Kyle Dubas and the Maple Leafs address their future cap concerns. Obviously, their blue line is much improved, at least on paper, for the coming season. But most of those guys don't have a contract beyond the current year. So it'll be interesting to see how they work that out. And of course, goaltender Frederik Andersen's not too far away from needing a new contract as well. So the saga has finally come to an end. Marner has signed with the Maple Leafs. He's going to get all kinds of endorsement deals, make all kinds of extra money beyond this contract as well. I know there's probably plenty of Leaf fans out there that might think the money is too much, but I think you'd probably rather have Marner in your lineup than to not have him and to overpay a bit. That's just the nature of how business goes. And really, at the end of the day, I don't mind his contract at all for Marner. I think he's pretty valuable for the Leafs. And he's certainly making a little bit less than Matthews, a little bit less than Tavares, a little bit less term than Tavares, a little bit more term than Matthews as well. So overall, I think it's a great deal. It's nice to have this over with. We can stop talking about all the rumors and speculation. This is fact. This is the way it is. And we can move on. Hopefully, this will kind of set the market and we'll see the other RFA dominoes fall amongst the NHL to get these guys into training camp, which is better for business for the NHL. It's better for the players to not miss camp. It's better for their teams. It's just better for everybody, because we want to see them on the ice playing come October, not having these holdouts continue on. So let me know what you think about the Marner contract situation, and we can discuss further in the comment section. If you're new to the channel as well, consider subscribing, turning on your notifications so you don't miss any future videos. We'll keep you up to date with all the breaking news from all 31 NHL teams. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we will catch you next time.